You know it's true to the flex representing for Street Vibes. You know it's true to the flex representing for Street Vibes.
Oh gosh, you know some Mikey Bush me the balance boss, the star youth, I represent
on,
the street
youth.
vibes.
You don't know.
I'm street vibes, the girl let me see you full of vibes. The girl let me see you never dead, you always alive. That's why I say, long weekend when them a drink liquor. Street vibes a work hard cause him want get richer. Money for your flow and them count like river. So every Friday in bank account ticker. Like on the so he want money tick, yeah. Like on the so he want money tick. He must feel like Messi, balling don't kick. So him have to drive hard for it. Street vibes love the driving. That's why him go work and go ahead. Star youth that's a big up street vibes. The girl say ever stay alive.
Yeah, and they love me like rice.
Vibes.
You don't know.
Street vibes, the girl let me see you full of vibes. Girl,
check it. Check it. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
You know this here truly Crystal aka Love Chris. See me I say, I would never want to dub them man. Check Yankee man. Yankee bless man. Real youth man. You see me I say, cause I know it's late. I know you weary. I know you're blinded. My son is a killing sound. And I want you to understand. Check Yankee bless man. All the dubs them.
Yankee Bless dub plate session with various artists such as Harry Tadler, Lico Kirk, Angel Dolas, Frankie Sly, Dan Mafia, Quick Cook, Ross Chosen, Terror Fabulous, Ashai Walker, Raga Ruggy, aka Uncle Chris Howell, Shiano, Tony Curtis, just to mention a few. Make it a date and don't be late. As you don't know, the plate session is in progress.
Price Right Transport and Tours. 5-star Montego Bay, Jamaica. Price Right Transport and Tours. Owned by Nyan Beladeka. That's the driver. The type of vehicle is a Voxy 8-seater Toyota. Private charters, that's what he do. Hotel Station, Somerset Beach, Parish, St. James. Yeah, and his contact details is 1-876-529-2131. That's 1-876-529-2131. And he has got 18 years of experience. Service offer, your transportation concert. Book it and enjoy it. Shuttle service to the club, restaurant, shopping, work, home, reservation for tours, airport pickup, and more. Transportation features airbag, automatic doors, DVD player, reverse sensing system. Yeah, so people, you're safe. Transportation rules: clothes must be dry, never share seatbelt. A seatbelt must be worn during every car trip. One seatbelt per passengers. And we offer 1 day minimum trip, 3 day maximum trip. And people, here we have somebody here giving a review. The process of booking was smooth and easy. The owner really understood what my need was and immediately catered to my transportation need. I will definitely book again. Big up. Yeah man. So Good night, 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 good night. Pleasant good night to each and everyone that is joining us here. I want to say, hope each and everyone had a lovely weekend. Hope each and everyone had a lovely weekend, and looking forward to the weekend coming up. Yeah, man. Blessings and respect to each and everyone. Salute and respect. YouTube land, bless up yourself. Um, yes, so tonight we are going to have a different type of show here tonight. So our topic, or what we are going to discuss tonight, we are going to discuss, we will be joining and talking to live Miss Ingrid Morgan, a cancer survivor that is asking the public, our Vybz Kartel, yeah, the world boss, Vybz Kartel, for help to attend his show. All right, so before we go any further, we have to say blessings and respect to each and every one that is joining us here. We want to say greetings to Facebook user, greetings. Yeah. Um, greetings. Yeah, man. Yankee bless up yourself every time. Blessings and respect. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Check in, my good friends and family. I think that's Keris is saying that. So blessings, and we are here. We are here. So let's first who is actually Ingrid Morgan? Who is Ingrid Morgan? Right? So here goes Ingrid Morgan. So basically, Ingrid Morgan is a cancer survivor that came into the star, yeah, our Jamaican star, and asking for the help of Vybz Kartel and the public. Good night, Keris. I salute you, my sister. I salute you. Is asking Vybz Kartel, the world boss, yeah, the dancehall king, for some assistance in order to attend his show. Yeah. So Miss Morgan appeared into the star on the 28th of October 2024. She's a cancer survivor, right? And people, I'm going to read the story that came into the star. All right. So here goes. So cancer survivor asks Cartel for a magical night. And when she say a magical night, she just mean that moment, that night, that moment, just to attend the show, just to dress up and just look, beautiful. Just that night for her to enjoy herself, to put away all that is going on in her life, you know, and just focus on just enjoying that one moment. That's what she mean by she's asking for that one magical night. So Ingrid Morgan, a spirited Jamaican born who now calls Florida home, has faced more battles than most. At just 50, Morgan's life has been marked by relentless health struggle, leaving her in long-term care and coming to terms with a reality that her time may be limited. Yeah. Despite this, she has one heartful wish to dress up, feel alive, and attend Vybz Kartel highly anticipated Freedom Street concert on December the 31st. However, financial constraints have prevented her from making this dream a reality, and she's appealing basically for it. Miss Morgan, which I'm going to put on the screen here now, right? Miss Morgan also wrote a letter. So that picture there is Miss Morgan, and I think that's her daughter. So she also wrote a letter. She also wrote a letter to Vybz Kartel, and I'm going to read this letter out. People, I'm going to ask you to please like and share the live. Please like and share the live. Please share the live, people. Please share the live. Like and share. All right. So Miss Morgan said, Dear Vybz Kartel, I hope this letter finds you in good spirit and strength. My name is Ingrid Morgan, and I am reaching out to you not only as a fan, but as a mother fighting for justice and healing. Recently, my daughter, 19 years old, suffered a traumatic incident where she was shot at Lalo's restaurant in Lo- Lauderhill, Florida, while celebrating Jamaica independence. She is slowly recovering, but the journey has been long and challenging. This experience has tested our family in unimaginable ways, but I am determined to find ways to uplift her spirit and bring awareness to our story. I am also an author, and I recent published a book titled 1974 Survivor Story. It's a reflection of resilience, strength, survival, qualities I know you understand at present. Through my story, I hope to inspire others who have faced hardship and need hope, just as I do now. I would be deeply honored if you would take a look at my book, and if this would mean the world to have someone like you who has been through their own challenges recognize the journey we are going through. My daughter and I are huge fan of yours and your music, and been a source of motivation for us both. Attending your Freedom Street concert, which would be an unforgettable moment for us. Wow. Just this moment here would actually change this lady her life. Like, it would be a moment that she will never, ever forget. Right? If there's any way you could offer support, whether through sharing our story, encouraging our journey, or simply by allowing us to join you at Freedom Street, it would bring so much light to a difficult time. I believe in the power of community and the strength we can share with each other, especially in times like these. Thank you, Cartel, for the inspiration you have given so many and for considering my heartfelt request. I look forward to the possibility of connecting with you and your team, and I thank you for your time and consideration. With respect and gratitude, Ingrid Morgan, author of 1974. So, people, this is the struggle. I actually saw this article in the Star, and trust me, the things that I see on that, I'm thinking to myself that people are inhumane because this lady here is just asking for a moment. So, without due delay, I am going to introduce on stage here with Street Vibes and joining all our friends, Miss Ingrid Morgan or Miss Penny Morgan. All right. So, Miss Penny Morgan, when you're ready, you can turn the camera on and we'll go on stage. People, this lady have been through so much, so much. And, you know, we want to highlight her story. We want to share her story. You know, we want her story to go out there for it to reach the right person. And we are going to hear her story tonight. So we are going to go on a break. And when we come back, we'll be joining Miss Morgan on stage with us with Street Vibes and friends on stage here with us.
You know, Shoot to the Flex representing for Street Vibe. it's true to the flex representing for street vibe. You know it's true to the flex representing for street vibe.
Like, share, and subscribe. This is Benito, the baddest. Be careful who you choose, friend. No for them a come, but them a false pretender. Nothing na go on, you know, to see them. Them only come around in a giant splendor. Street vibes. I'm out.
Yo peeps, this is your boy DJ MJ, the bad DJ, and right now I'm there. I'm here represent for Street Vibes. People, go comment, like, share, do everything. Don't know DJ.
All right, check. We are back. All right. So, without any due delay, we are going to bring with us on stage here Miss Penny Morgan. So, turn the camera around. Turn the camera back around. Yeah, that's it. Leave it like there. All right. So, we are going to bring on stage with us here in 3, 2, 1. Miss Penny Morgan, you are on stage with us.
How are you?
Pleasant good night to you. How you doing?
I'm great, and you are?
I'm great. You're looking so beautiful on screen. Yes.
I feel like a human marshmallow. Coffee.
So, yes, your cup of tea, and I've got my bottle of water. So, people on stage here with us, we have Miss Penny Morgan, or Miss Ingrid Morgan, and she's gonna share her story with us. Miss Morgan, I've saw your article in the paper, and basically, I'm just opening the platform here for you, basically, just to share your story with us, so people can understand what you mean by just that one moment, just that one night you want. So, because people don't know your story, so we are going to let people here know exactly, what's happening on your end.
Try to set up something. Well, I want to meet Kartel for many reasons. Kartel, I knew of him from Portmore, from Somalia way, right? But the reason why I want to meet him is because he's not only an entertainer, he's also a survivor. And I'm a survivor as well. Most people know of me, but they don't know my whole life story. And if I was to sit here and tell you from 1974 till now, it would be a whole Netflix movie. What you don't know, my father, Amos Morgan, used to live in London, District of Lewisham, Lewisham.
Lewisham.
Right. So that's where I used to be as well. So I haven't been there. I would love to visit because I was a small child. So I can only remember about the stories, and my father used to tell me he used to go to the pub. So I would love to visit London. That's the point. My mom, obviously, she was in London at Lewisham, right?
Lewisham, yeah. That's Southeast London. Yeah.
Right. So they got married, London borough of Lewisham.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know where that is, but of course you know where it is. But they left London and then they went to Daventon, Manchester. My mother, my father's born, but he was all over because I guess of papers and his work.
Yeah.
So up until right now, he collects a pension from London.
From London, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My father has a big house in Manchester looking over Christiana. So
okay.
Right. So I was born in, but I came in New York very young, and then we was moving all around. So I used to live in Canada as well, in Kitchener.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah, so 1974 is when I was born. I was born April 1st, 1974. I'm an Aries.
74.
So starting from that, my childhood, I was locked in the home for 10 years, if not more.
Oh,
Um, Sometime bear with me because I had a stroke. So I had a I had a stroke and I had a TIA. So sometimes my brain say go and it take a long time for me to register. So
take your
that's
time. Take your time. Take your
yeah,
time.
why it's easier for me to write because that's why
Yeah.
I became a writer because I was locked in the home for all these years. So I was told not to touch the door, don't touch the stove, don't speak to anybody. So all I would do was read. So I grew up with that passion. So
Yeah.
my joy is to go to the library. My ultimate joy is to read books. Um, Maybe we could do another segment if I could show you my book list and the amount of books that I've read throughout my years. It's over 1,000. So
Wow.
that passion helped me to become a school teacher. So I was a school teacher for 25 years, pre-K through eighth grade, and I also have a beautiful heart for um, children that's challenged, meaning ADHD, bipolar, autistic. So I have a degree in that. Moving forward,
Okay.
that correct. So I also am a plus size mom, huh?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm also a plus size model, and I love modeling. I love to put on my clothes, um, wigs, makeup, lashes, nails. I love all of it, every bit of it. I would never want to be a man in life, but um, you know, years went by, things happened to
Mhm.
me, um, and I loved money. So because
Yeah.
I love money, I fell into a very bad trap. So I started stripping and um not too happy about it, but I don't hide it either because it helped me put me through college. So I used to make $2,000 a night.
What?
Just yeah, my best
Wow.
my best customers was police and pastors. Best.
I'm sorry to be smiling still. I'm sorry to be smiling, but wow. Okay. Okay. All right. All
Just
right.
our customers. Did you see what I just did to you?
So- Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh. And then just like that, they'd be like, "What's your name?" "My name is Diamond." Are you taken? No. Because what happens is as when you're a stripper, you're trained to you're my boss. So anything you want from me, I'm gonna give it to you. Does it make sense? So
Yeah.
if you want a lap dance, I want to give it to you. If you whatever is it that you want, if you want me to spank you, I'll give it to you. Like because you're my boss, so I'm there to work for you. So then the money came and the money went. The money came and the money went. So I had to buy my costumes and then I had to pay for school and then I had my daughter and then I had to pay rent. So $2,000 a night might seem like a lot of money, but when you have all of those bills and it's only you, it's not. It's not enough. So I fell into a trap and then I'm gonna leave that part out. It starts with
Okay. Yeah, man.
it starts with an H and ends with a T. So
Yeah.
um I fell into that for a year, for 1 year.
Hmm.
So then he would take me all over like Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, stuff like that. And I had a group of girls. I wasn't by myself, never. So it was always a group of us. And we always had these
Okay.
we had to go to. And I'm not talking about little Joe on the corner either. I'm talking about big, high, like how you could say like president, assistant president, like people like that.
People that have status in
So
yeah.
like the governor, like, and the way how they would do it, nobody would know. Nobody would know. So they wasn't rappers, they wasn't entertainers, no. So after the year, I said, no, I gotta come out of this because it was just getting too dangerous, and a lot of the females were coming down with a lot of diseases, a lot. So, and getting pregnant, they didn't know who the father is, and it was just too much, too much.
Wow.
So that encouraged me to finish school even harder, to push harder, because I know I didn't want that type of life anymore. So after I got out of that, that's when I started suffering even worse. Like I didn't realize that world was even out there. I couldn't pay my rent. I had to eat oodles and noodles. I was in the cold. The snow was like 7 feet. Then I had the baby. Then it was
Wow.
just like, oh my God, like I couldn't believe it. I went from like almost making $100,000 a year to making literally 20,000, if that makes sense.
Wow.
So
Yes.
at the end of the day, I had to learn to love myself because I didn't know how to.
Mm-hmm.
Taught me how to be a woman. So I had to figure it out as I
All by
got
yourself.
all by
Yeah.
myself. There's no book that says, okay, this is how you be a man and this is how you be a woman. So the group of people I were hanging out with, we were all doing the same thing. So it was nobody to pull us up out of
Pull
it.
us out. Yeah.
My mother and my father were busy working, so they didn't see me. So there's many of us, but I was like the black sheep of the family, if it makes sense. So even though I was a girl child, um, my father never hugged me. My father, my father never told me he loved me. My father never consoling me. It was just basically just go clean your room, or you hungry, stuff like that. But
Yeah.
but I just grew up 10 years, 15 years till I was 18, and then matured and then moved out, and basically I got pregnant, and then my world changed again, and it was very, very hard. My children are what, 14 years apart.
Yeah.
About
Okay.
14. Right. So then after I had my first daughter, um, I went 10 months with her. And then my second daughter, um, I had 9 months, but then I had caught preeclampsia where I was losing my legs. She was sitting on the 6 pound baby was sitting on my nerves and causing me to lose my legs. So they gave me a C-section. When they gave me the
Okay.
C-section, they diagnosed me with uterine cancer. So the doctor told me I was too young to do a hysterectomy at that time. So they did what's called a DNC. So they scraped out the fibroids or whatever it is that was cancerous. Um,
Mm-hmm.
After a year, it came back, and it came back with a vengeance. So I was bedridden for like 4 months, couldn't go to work, couldn't move. I lost a lot of weight. I don't know if you know like blood and stuff. My anemia was a 4. So I almost died.
Wow.
Um, then what happened? They was pumping me up with blood and transfusions, giving me chemo. I lost my hair. I lost my teeth. It was my skin. It was my vision. Dry mouth, feeling dizzy, stomach upset. But after that, I just believe in God, and I got better, and I started going to the gym. I cut out drinking because the alcohol played a big role of me.
You know, people, alcohol. Stay away from alcohol. Yeah.
Because the alcohol, it was making me bleed out, if that makes sense. So if I had my menstrual and I was drinking, it would make me bleed 3 times worse. And then it was putting on a lot of weight on me. It started affecting my body and my organs. My kidneys was shutting down. So I was just drinking because I didn't know what else to do. So nobody had no time for me. I had nobody to talk to. Obviously God, right? But nobody really wanted to hear day in and day out what I was really going through. Nobody cared. So I started writing in my journal. So after that, I got better. Then I went back to work, finished school. My kids was growing up. And then 2 years later after that, the cancer came back again. And I'm like, doctor, what in the world? And he's like, he has to go and take out, do a partial hysterectomy. So I said, what is that? And he said, because you're too young, I can't do a full hysterectomy on you. So they went in, I went into surgery and they did a partial hysterectomy. But that made my body fall. I kept falling. They diagnosed me with syncope or whatever you call it. So my hormones, I would be hot, I'd be cold, my mood would go up, go down. It was horrible. Then I said, okay, let me just try to live with it. So I was in pain literally Monday through Sunday, 24 hours, 7 days a week, and just ignored it. Until one day I was walking up the stairs in my job and collapsed. So what they found out was I had internal bleeding from the surgeries. I had scar tissue internally. So they wanted to rush me now. That was in 2020, in the midst of COVID. So all the hospitals in Florida and everything was shut down. I had to go, they rushed me through the garbage in the back of the hospital. It was horrible. Back of the hospital, and the doctors were suited like an astronaut. And then they put me in a room that was like below zero, freezing. And they took out my cervix, and after the surgery, sent me back home immediately.
Wow.
Almost died because I caught an infection from, I don't know if it was the tools was not cleaned properly, or just the contamination between coming out of surgery and then they sending you right back home. So I don't know. But I had to wind up going back in the hospital, but they did not keep me because it was COVID.
So Ingrid, if you want to take a break when giving your story, you just say, and we'll take a break. Okay?
I'm good. Because I
Okay.
take
All right.
it. And you
Okay. All right.
ask me questions, or do y'all have any questions to ask me? Because I'm giving you a lot in one.
Yeah, man. Just remember, you are telling your story for you to reach the right place for you to get help.
Uh,
It's not much question I can ask yet. I just want you to, give us your story.
yeah,
What you're going through, the story of your daughter, the different times that you were diagnosed with cancer, what's
yeah,
going on at your house, all those conversations that we spoke about. I want you
yeah,
to put it out there.
yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay.
So after that, now I came home and the doctors told me that they had to remove everything. So I said to them, okay. And then he said, Ms. Morgan, unfortunately, we had to take out your whole cervix. It could not be saved. So right now, today, I'm walking around with like 40% of my body, if that makes sense.
Wow.
So there's nothing there. So I have a vagina, but I don't have a cervix. They took it out. It's gone. So to say that sometimes when I have to use the bathroom, and we all adults, right? I have to wear a
Yeah.
pamphlet. So
Mm-hmm.
because they removed my cervix, sometimes I'm like this, and everybody's like, "What's wrong with her?" And I'm like, "Ugh." And then when I look down, I make a
It's
mistake,
already there.
right? Because I don't have a cervix.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of because I'm pretty, I get passed by, and there's nothing I can do about that. at all. So sometimes I have to wear the Pampers at night. Sometimes I'm going outside for like a long time. Like if I'm going for a long drive, I have to put it on. Sometimes when I'm wearing a dress, like now, I have to put on shorts underneath it in case I make an accident on myself. Um, Sometimes my behind hurts because it's too big. So the doctors give me this because I'm in pain. So this is for mature people. I mean, you can laugh if you want to, but it's like medical, you know?
No, man, nobody here is laughing, man.
So
Nobody here is laughing.
okay, because I if somebody think I'd be like, what in the world? I would laugh too. It's okay. So this is what I sit down on. So like if I'm going on an airplane, people may be like, what is that? It's so many questions people have for me. The stewardess is like,
So
what?
that basically is just a cushion, like.
Yeah, but it's full with air, and then I go to the
Yeah.
gas and I pump it up.
Hmm.
So I have a herniated disc in my back. So because my butt's so big, it I have to have something to I have to have something to cushion myself on, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. Just to
So
make you feel a bit more comfortable.
yeah, because I have the herniated disc in my back and it hurts. So I'm trying to lose my
So
behind.
basically you're saying that. So yeah, so so Carice is saying that no one laughing here, madam. Your story is very touching. Yeah? All right. All right. So basically you're saying so far the cancer. So your
Three
struggle so far is you've been on the street three times cancer, right? All right, so we're gonna get to that. So, you were forced on the street to do stuff that, you didn't want to do, right? Then the cancer. All right. Listen, even though our story is like that, she full of vibes, trust me.
You see it?
Yeah.
Ah, I made a little change. Laugh now or too serious.
No what man. No, they're getting there, man. I still early hours here when at the show still, right?
Please.
Yeah, I still early hours here. Okay, all right. So what I'm saying is, yeah, man. So, Kerry is saying that you're jovial. Carry on. Yeah, Kerry is saying that you're jovial. So what I'm saying that is that, so you've been forced to do, you know, things on the street that you didn't want to do. Then
Yeah,
you were diagnosed with cancer. You're saying three times. Then you have got a disc in your back.
herniated this, yeah.
Okay, all right. So continue now. The struggle continue, my people. The
So
struggle continue.
I
Yeah.
just realized, listen, no man not gonna want me because it's like I just felt like my life over or it go. But
Hmm.
it didn't work out that way. I met a man from Barbados. My first baby father is from Haiti. So my daughter in New York is Diamond Pierre Francois, which is my baby father's Haitian. My
Hmm.
second father is full blown Jamaican. That is the one that my daughter who got shot in Lalo's. I don't know if
All
you.
right. So I didn't know. So another situation is you have a daughter got shot as well.
Yeah, I'm getting
So
to that.
people, cancer three times. She's been forced on the street. She has got a problem with her back. She has got a disc in her back. Then her daughter got shot. How much can one person go through? I
That's
want to
not.
listen what I go on. So all you people out there who saw Ingrid's story in the Star, and she's just asking for one night just to get away from all these troubles, and you people make all kind of absurd comments, not knowing or understanding what someone is going through, who feels it knows it, right? So she's here now, basically telling her story and hoping for, this story to reach the ears of Vybz Kartel or anyone out there who can assist. Her GoFundMe It's on the screen, and yeah, we can, you know, help in our own way. Okay? All right.
Yeah. So
All
after
right.
that, Facebook, I don't want them to feel like what is she doing? So my hand hurt. Put it on the phone a little bit. So after that, now, I just realized, it's hurting my neck. The doctor told me leave it on for a little bit and take it off. Leave it on for a little bit and take it off to apply ice. I have a tear in my neck, so I'm diagnosed with cervical stenosis. So I have a tear in my neck, So
Wow.
to put two and two together and figure out that. But after that, I realized, okay, let me sit down and talk to God. I asked God which direction to go with this. So I met a man, and he's from Barbados, and I explained my whole story. I don't hide anything. My life is an open book. That's why people love me. I don't have nobody in the world or nobody that I know of that doesn't like me because I tell the truth. Because I can't remember nothing anyway, so that's why I tell the truth. But I met him, and we got married in Barbados on the beach. Um, After that, it was okay, and leading up to now is not so good. Um, he tells me to go to work, but I can't work because I'm in and out of a wheelchair. So if you see, the doctor gave me the wheelchair because I fall a lot because of my neck. Oh, you want to see? Because of my neck. So I have to have the wheelchair to aid me. But the doctor also told me he doesn't want me to live in it because a lot of people get used to it and he doesn't want that. So he gives me a lot of things to aid me. So if that makes sense. So I have it, but it's not. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? It's not like,
Yeah, you have it just to help, but
yeah,
you are not to stay in it because they don't want you to depend on it, and you get a little bit lazy or fatigue.
because I asked him for the electrical one and he said absolutely not. Because sometimes when I go outside, it's kind of hard. Like my arms, I get tired, and then my neck has a tear in it. So he's like, no. So he give me the cane. So sometimes I take the cane, but then I realize, I'm leading too much on this leg, and this is the leg that I got shot in. I had got shot by my first husband. It was in a newspaper.
Hold on, 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 hold on.
Yeah.
Stop, 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 stop.
It's in my book.
How can one person go through so much?
Mm, that's all right. I'm gonna survive. I'm good.
So you also got shot by your, what you say?
Like,
Your
yeah,
first husband?
yeah. So the bullet fragments, the bullet fragments is still in my foot. It's still in my foot. Like, um, people ask me all the time, like, what happened to you? And I said my first husband shot me because he was narcissist. So outside, he was a barber. So I sent you the article, and the case is still going. Do you know that it turned a cold case? But the Detective Benghazi say that they're never gonna stop looking because there's so many missing pieces that it's taking her that long. So he was a barber, but he was cheating on me, and I didn't know. So at the funeral, they were fighting, and there was a lot of things going on. But at that time, they had put me on a small pill called Valium, so I was in and out of it a lot. So I just learned to pray to God, and just ask God
Yeah.
just
Wow.
to keep blessing me because I'm here for a reason. I'm here for a purpose. I'm here for something.
Let me just stop you 1 second, right? How do you go through all this?
God, God, got to. I simplify my life, baby, because there's nobody out there. Nobody care. Your family, huh? Please. Wedding and funeral. That's where you're gonna see them. I'm telling you right now, if God forbid I go in my bed and I pass away, you're gonna see a world of people. A world. You're gonna see flowers and drinking and this, and you're gonna see, oh my gosh, she was so beautiful. She's a model. She's this, she's that.
Oh, is that you?
Yeah, I'm a model. I tell you.
Okay, let
You know,
me let me just bring it up. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
excuse
Lovely.
you.
Lovely.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah, I'm a model. What? Play with me.
Okay, okay. Yeah, looking good.
I still got it. Look.
Okay.
See?
Mercy. Yes, people have eyes.
I might be
Yeah.
old.
So somebody's asking you a question. What resources do you use to take care of you now?
So I go to, because I'm in long-term care. Do y'all know what that means? I'm in long-term care. So long-term care, when you've been sick for more than 10 years, more than a decade, the doctors write you off because there's no pill that I haven't been on. I don't know if y'all ever saw my medicine cabinet. I have over 100 pills, and they've tried everything with me: acupuncture, lisinopril. Look, I could be on here to cardiovascular. I could be on here to tomorrow morning with things they try with me. Wegovy. They tell me I'm pre-diabetic. I'm diabetic. Then they tell me it's the medication that's shooting up my sugar. Then stop. Take it. Inject yourself. Don't inject yourself. Take the pill. So listen, I'm in long-term care, and they sent me to what's that? They sent me to this place called Acumen to do like a CT scan, CAT scan, MRI, you name it. Tuck me, pull me, put me through a machine, inject me with iodine, all kind of thing. So then every time they send me to Acumen, the list gets longer and longer. I'm not even trying to be funny. It gets longer and longer. This is separated. This is the so the doctor said, you know what, Miss Morgan, no more. That's it. That's it. We're done. We're done with you. Anything you want, you get it. I don't know. So right now, all I do is just pray, drink water, and try to figure out life because that's what I want Cartel to see because very soon I won't be able to see because what happened, my blood pressure goes so high, it busts a blood vessel in my eyes. So at nighttime, I cannot drive anymore. My daughter
Wow.
have to drive me or I have to take a Uber. I'm going to show you. So this is my eye. It busts the blood vessel. You see it? See it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Clear, it's clear. Yeah. Wow.
So parts that's black, the parts that's black, that's the blood vessel that exploded. So the the ophthalmologist, or whatever you call him, he was so amazed. He said, "How did you get here?" And I said, "I drove." And he said, "You drove?" And then he dropped this thing in my eye, and then he told me read it, and I read it, CER, and he was like, "My God, you're a walking miracle. How are you seeing?" Because he said, "I've never seen that in my life. Your eyes are both blood are shot. There's nothing there."
You can see it.
Yeah, you can see it. That's my right eye. You want to see my left one? That's my left eye. So
Wow.
right where it's black is where the blood clots exploded.
I hold it there. Yeah.
Right,
Wow.
right. And then that one, he said that's the other side. So all these here, it exploded. So that's the vein. So he said what happens is people with high blood pressure is very common. So that's why their eyes with the medication become blurry and they start getting headaches and migraines. And I said, oh my God, he's right. Because every time I get a headache and a migraine, I gotta close my eyes. The light, I can't take it. It's like something sticking me. I can't take it. So then he told me, Miss Morgan, I don't want you when you're reading to strain your eyes. So never in my life I wear glasses. Now all of a sudden now, here you go. I have to wear this. I look so crazy.
Yeah. Oh, that look good still. That look good. That look good. That look good.
Ew. No, thank you. So he said now you have to wear they bifocal. So can you
Yeah.
see? Right. So I said, what? So he said because of the blood vessel that busts in your eye, it make you from 20/20 to bifocal. I said, oh,
Wow.
please, I can take no more. This is it. You messing with
I
my
want to
brain.
see. I want people. I want to take in what's going on. This is one woman, and
Yeah.
she's not Jesus.
Mm-mm.
She's
Yeah.
been through so much,
Yep. So
so much.
then after that now I said, let me go back to my doctor, Dr. Bashir Shaikh. He's Indian. He's Indian slash Jamaican slash hood slash he doesn't believe in a lot of medication. So and this is the prescription. Um so after that I went to him and he's like, what now? Because that's how my doctor talked to me. What now? What now? So I said I went with the eye. So he said, can you see me? And I said yes. He said, okay, go. Goodbye. That's it. I was like, what? So then when I was discharging, he gave me the paper to go to like the big hospital in Fort Lauderdale, for ophthalmology, right? Yeah, yeah, a specialist for ophthalmology for your eye. But I'm gonna go, but I don't know what they're gonna do because I already got the glasses. So then they did a test on me, and my heart murmur um is acting up again because of the medications they're giving me. Some of the medications they're giving me start races my heart, and some of the medication slows it down. So now they diagnosed me with hypertension slash heart murmur. So
God Almighty.
right, so I have so you see it, hypertension, heart murmur. But I was born with a heart murmur, so I don't know why. A lot of things is coming into play now that is from 20, 30 years ago, and it's showing up again, which is weird. So I was
Mhm.
murmur, and now I'm 50. You're putting here that's what's showing up on my test. Listen, so I told the doctor, listen, I'm tired of going through a machine. I'm tired of getting poked, tucked. Like, I'm just sick of it, tired of it. Leave me alone. So that is why you see a lot of people, they go into like hospice because they're
Mhm.
tired of the thing up their nose, the IV. They're just tired of it. They just want to just be left alone and live their best life however they see it. So I have a case manager from Humana. So he comes here and he sit with his computer and tell me, Miss Morgan, you sure you want to be home? Or because we could put you in a nursing home. We'll pay for it. And I said, you got to be kidding me. My mother went in a nursing home. She didn't last a month. Not a month. So I said, no, absolutely not. So they said they're gonna give me somebody to come for
Mm-hmm.
like hours, and PPO, CEO, I don't know. People in the nursing field, they know what I'm talking about. So I said, yeah, I don't want nobody because I don't want the stress. Leave me alone. So they said, okay, that's okay if you change your mind. Then they said to me, what happened to your stove? So I said I have a hole in my stove
All right,
from.
so let me just put the stove up. 1 second. Let me just put the stove up. I think I've got a picture here of it. Yeah. Um, so this is the stove that she's talking about, right? Stove look nice and new. When I saw the stove, I was thinking to myself, what are you actually talking about? The stove look brand new. All right. All right. So basically, that's her stove.
The rust.
Yeah. Basically, people, that's her stove. And basically, they are saying to us that they can't do anything about it. Yeah. I
So
mean, somebody that is going through so much.
mhm.
Okay. All right. So, Penny,
so
I'm gonna give you a. Okay. Okay. You're showing something. Okay. All right.
I
Let
went
me take this off screen.
to- and I spoke to the man over there, and I told him I'm in long-term care and I'm disabled. Can you help me? So he said, yes, I can help you. The only thing I could give you is like 10%, 13% off. So um so it was 667. So the manager said I could give it to you for 578. So I said, okay, I'm gonna try because I only get I get disability once a month. So I have to pay for water. I have to pay for light. I have to tend to my daughter. I have to get my medication. I have to do like I have so many bills that my one disability is impossible. So so he said, how have you been eating? And I said, I haven't. So he said, I don't understand. And I said, because um I can't cook on the stove because the smell. Every time I light the stove, I have to turn it off quick. Like I try to make my tea and that's it. And then open the door because I feel dizzy. So he said, oh my God, I hope that's not carbon monoxide coming out of the stove. So he told me, try to come up with the money and he will waive the delivery. He said, because I didn't put the delivery on this. The delivery is $120 on top of that. So I said, and it's the exact same stove. So I said, okay, no problem. So I said, he said, how good is your credit? So I said, I don't know because the hospital bills I have is totaling over 100,000. So
Sure.
of all my stroke, my hysterectomy, my hernia surgery, all the pills they gave me, it gave me a hernia. So they had to go and remove more of my stomach because of the naproxen. It bored a hole in my stomach. So the ibuprofen, the Tylenol, the Advil, the so when I went to the doctor told me, who's prescribing this to you? And I said, my medical doctor, or if I go in the ER, and he said to me, tell them don't they ever because it's causing you to internal bleed, but you're not gonna really see it. It's gonna cause cramping, it could cause diarrhea, it could cause heartburn, but it's damaging your kidneys slowly. So he said, how long have you been taking Tylenol, Advil, ibuprofen, 400, 600, 800? I said, all my life. He said, oh my God. So they put a tube down my throat. I was awake. They put a tube down my throat and it was like a TV and he was moving it and he said, Miss Morgan, look, you see that? That's all black. That's the hernia and that's what's the naproxen, the Tylenol, the ibuprofen. And then he said, after years, that's what it's gonna do. So it broke your body, your stomach down. He said, "Do you drink?" I said, "Sometime." He said, "Mm-mm." He said, "That's making it worse." So they did the hernia surgery and removed the hernia and
All right,
everything.
all right. So let's jump to now where the situation with the daughter.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's speak about that.
Yeah. So my daughter said, "Mommy, can I go to Jamaica Independence?" Because it was summertime, August the 6th, 2024. And I said, "Yeah, you can go." I said, I said, "You have location on your phone?" And she said, "Mommy, location has been there for like 3 years. You just don't know how to operate it." I said, "Oh, be quiet." So then I said, "Who you going with?" So she started calling all her friends because she was a cheerleader majorette. So I said, "Okay, okay, okay, that's enough, enough." So she got dressed. She put on her bandana, her clothes, all her friends. They looked nice. They came to the house. You know, they always making noise in my head. And she loved Vybz Kartel, so they always doing TikTok. And she dancing up. So I said, "Okay, no problem. Go and be safe." Every time my daughter leave the house, I make sure um, location is on, and I pray over my child, all my children, and my grandchildren. I got 4 grandchildren. And that night, I could not sleep. And I called my better half and I said, "I can't sleep." And he said, "You always can't sleep. You're miserable. Go drink some tea and go sit down or some ginger." So I'm like, "No, no, no, seriously, I really can't sleep." So sometimes when I can't sleep, I take a Melonian or Methonian or whatever you call it, right?
Hmm.
I fell asleep about 1 o'clock. About 2 o'clock in the morning, my phone rang. But I'm a domestic violence advocate and survivor, so I have 4 phones, right? And
Hmm.
it signifies something different. So my personal phone rang. Usually, sometimes when my domestic violence survivors need me, it would be my other phone, which is this phone that I'm on. I hope I don't get a call. So I'm on Facebook, but this is the phone that I'm on.
Okay.
Like, if this phone,
Hmm. Hmm.
then I know it's emergency. Somebody's in their car, outside their house, or, you know, anxiety mode or something is going on. But that's not the phone that rang. The phone that
So
rang.
you're saying that despite all you're going through, you're an advocate offering help, even though you're going through so much.
Oh, yes, for 25 years. Because my survivors have nothing
Give
to do with
thanks.
life.
Yeah.
So, but I'm retiring this year. The end of December, I'm retiring. But anyway, let me get stick to the story. So I got the phone call and they say, "Mama," they call me Mama, Mama. And I say, "What happened? Who's this?" And she doesn't want her name called. So I have to say Tanya, right?
Yeah.
Daughter's friend, but she doesn't like nothing. So I say, "Tanya, what happened?" And she said, "Mama, come quick, come quick." And I was like this. I'm like, she's telling me to come, but I don't know what's going on. So then all of a sudden now the texting start coming in. The phone starts ringing off. So some of them have my backup number. So I called my better half and I said, "I don't know what's going on, but everybody is like this. And they're driving me like, I don't know whether to cry, to drop down, to sing a song. I don't know. I don't know." So I said, "Let me just start putting on my clothes." And before you can say Friday, 6:30, my better half was at the door and sweating bullets. And the car was like, and he drove to the hospital, HCA hospital by Broward Mall. When we got there, they asked for my daughter and they said she was gone. I said, "What? What do you mean gone? Like dead? Gone?" The lady said, "Yeah, she's not here." I said, "What?" I failed to believe that. Something in my body, mind, and soul said, no way on earth. So I
Mm-mm.
I got another phone call, and it say, "Mama, where are you? Where are you? She's asking for you." And I said, "I'm at the hospital." And they said, "What hospital?" And I said, "But that's the one. That's the one that they sent me. They told me where to go." And they said, "What hospital are you at?" And I'm like, "I'm downstairs." So then I said, "I hang up, hang up." I called somebody else, and they told me I was at the. They sent me to the wrong hospital. So I said, "Miss, do you have this person?" So then she said, "What's the name?" And I said, "Nene, Nene." And she looked. She said, "Oh my God." She said, "She's at the hospital by West Pond." I said, "How far is that?" She said, 20 minutes away. Jesus.
Wow.
Everybody was like, so we got in the car and we got there in 2 minutes. So we took every red light there was on earth. Um, I got the parking tickets to prove it. So we got there, and then I asked the police officer. The thing was covered out. It was the crime scene. It was like a movie. The lights was thinking. I was too many police cars. I couldn't even get into the hospital. So I don't know how I was gonna see my child. So I said to the officer, "Please, my daughter is in there." And he said, "Give me the name." And I said, "Nene." And he was like, "Nene." He said, "No, O'Neill." And he's like, "Oh, she's in room 3." So I said, "She's in room 3." So he said, "Yeah, 4 people got hurt." I said, "Oh my God." So I went, and when I the thing, I did like that because the blood was just spewing out of her foot. And the doctors and nurses, it was like all 6 people in the room, and then she was just like this, and I'm like just praying over my child.
So repeat again what you said happened to her.
She got shot in her foot. She got shot with an AK-47. With an AK-47. So they must killed my child, literally. Um, so the doctors and nurses was working on her. I was pleading the blood of Jesus. She had blood all over her. She had blood in her face, up her nose, and on her eyelash. She had like in blood just all over. This is her, just all over. It was horrible, horrible. Not a sight for anybody to see it, let alone my child. I wanted to pee on myself, and then I felt like my heart stopped and started back, stop, and I felt myself real dizzy. But then my child was looking at me, so I had to like brace myself, and then all her friends and them was crying. It was just like, oh. And then I'm the mother, right? So right then and there in that moment, I had to be mommy to not only my daughter, but also the doctors, the nurses, her friends, the police, the crime scene, the detectives, the lieutenants. I mean, it was just like a movie, and it was just me. And then everybody's calling, "Mama, Mama, Mama," and I'm like, Jesus. And I just kept saying in my head, Jesus. I just kept saying Jesus and looking down at my mom. That's it. And just looking at her, and that's it. And they sedated her. So they said she was like, how you could say, not like fighting them off. Like every time they tried to touch the wound, like, so they sedated her. So they sedated her to,
Yeah.
yeah, because they had to staple her foot. So there was no way. She's a Gemini. I don't know if you know about Gemini people. So she's born in May. So she was fighting the doctors. I don't think deliberately like fighting them, but like, you're in pain, like you don't want to be touched. So they had to sedate her. So they took a big needle, and where it was open, her foot was open like that. And they stuck the needle and pulled back. So the medicine. So I said, "What is that?" And the nurse told me it's medication. She has to because of the entry of
The
um
wound,
the
the
wound. They don't,
bullet.
right.
Yeah.
So and then on top of it, it was an AK-47. So they literally opened up my whole child bottom of her foot. I don't know. I don't know if you know about military guns, but this is a powerful gun, extremely. I've shot an AK-47 and it's threw me back, and I'm 200 pounds. So just imagine somebody coming in and firing in a party. Like, where you running to? Where you going? So after that, they stapled her up, and the doctors and nurses was cleaning the blood off the floor, trying to change the sheets, and I didn't know what to do, and I was just praying, and people were just crying and holding one another, and I was just holding my daughter, and she wasn't moving. So I kept backing the nurse. Is she okay? Can she hear me? She said she doesn't know. So after a couple of hours, then the news media came. WSVN, Local 10, CBS News. It was just like, it was a lot. Um, just a lot. And then they were like, no, she didn't get shot. They was like, she stepped on a piece of glass. And I'm like, what? The shooting didn't happen at Lalo. So what did it happen? Um, it was so many people just coming up with stuff out of their head. And I'm like, listen, I don't know anything, but just leave her right now, please. Let the family have even 5 minutes just to, you know. So after a while, they left us alone, and then we carried her out because she was just out of it. Her foot was in bandage, and when we was driving home, she asked for McDonald's. Like, I'm not even joking. I'm not even. I'm not
You
even
wanted
joking.
McDonald's.
She wanted McDonald's because when we got to the corner of Sunset Strip, she did like this. She's like, "Mommy," and I'm like, "Oh my God, my baby." Oh my God. I was holding her so tight. I think I would have cracked her. I don't know, because they told me my daughter was dead, so I was just holding her so tight. I refused to let go of her. So when we got there, she looked. She said, "I said, you want McDonald's?" She said, "Yeah, I want McDonald's." And we got her McDonald's. I don't know. It was weird. And then
Yeah.
everybody was coming, and then the news came again. WSVN came, and then she was really out of it. So they interviewed me and her. So that's me.
So,
So they asked me if my daughter had died, what would I do? And I said I would just pray, and you know, what could I do?
yeah.
She's here now, so I have to try to be a better mom than I've been, and just try to give her everything that she deserves. So that's another reason
True.
why Vybz Kartel, because the way how little Addie and he's rallying around his children and he's for education, I love that. I absolutely love that. I mean, there's so much to Vybz Kartel that I don't think people really understand it. They only focusing on his music, but he's a jack of many trades. He's like a whole pizza pie. Um, he's for the community. Excuse me. He's for the community.
So,
Yeah.
what I want to say, ask you, right? What would that mean to you? Like, if you get the opportunity to actually go to his show, like, yeah, tell us what would that actually mean
Woo!
to you?
Woo! Well, that would mean everything for me. That would mean life. I've lived my whole life giving other people everything that they wanted, tirelessly. Even right now, meeting Vybz Kartel, that would be history for me. That would be everything. Like, my life would be completed. Like, I'm not even joking, because close to Nelson Mandela, I think, is Kartel, because being locked up for 13 years and coming out and giving back, he's not angry. If you ever watched him, he's always joyous. He's always full of life, and he loves his fiance. He loves his children. Let's not talk about that. And I think there is nothing better, and showing the world that even though I was locked up, even though people really didn't get to know me. Now you know me. Now you know who I am. And he never changed. If you really look at him now, he's still the same Cartel. He's just older and wiser. So everybody in life makes mistakes. The conversation that I would have with Cartel is not a normal conversation. It would be more of personal slash I'm a domestic survivor. So I would want to hear his story of what he did in jail while he was in jail. We know he made music. Besides that, what did he read? What did he do to keep the time? You understand? And then how did he manage to stay well without the medical care? Remember, I'm outside, right? And I'm in long-term care. Cartel was incarcerated without the medical care. So
And
nobody really,
mentally, how is the yeah,
right?
yeah,
Mentally,
I get you.
mentally for me, I have my children, I have my grandchildren. I don't know if you can see it. I have
Yeah, yeah,
four,
we can see that.
yeah, I have four grandchildren. Mom, Alex is not on it, my boy, because he was born 4th of July 2 years ago. But I have my children and I have my grandchildren. So mentally, I pump my energy into writing because I'm an author. I'm a writer. I love documentaries. I hope one day somebody can do a documentary on me. I hope one day somebody can give me flowers while I'm alive. There's many things that I see happening in the world today that I'm very, very upset with. The election just passed, and I live in Sunrise, but my daughter got injured in Lauderhill. And the election, how I know of it, because you have to remember, I'm in the street, but I'm also not in the street, if that makes sense. So I can
Hmm.
sway, I can sway Gaza way, and I can sway Suit and Tie, Miss Morgan, teacher Miss Morgan, Education Advisory Board. So I could sway any way how you want me to sway, but at the end of the day, we're all human. And I get very passionate when you start talking about humans and how you perceive people. First of all, I said when the star contacted me or I contacted the star, I can't remember, it doesn't matter, that I would like to go to Vybz Kartel concert.
Hmm.
I bashed through the wall. They
All
didn't
right,
even
so that's what I
they,
was actually looking for just now. I was
they
actually looking for some of the comments that people made,
no,
you know, when the star, and I'm gonna read out some of them. I'm gonna read out some of them if you don't mind, right?
I guess so.
Because I saw it, right? And when I saw the comments, I actually had to come off of it and say to myself, people are really like this. They hear Miss Morgan's story. I'm wondering if they actually read the article and then they're actually like bashing her. Is so wrong. And I'm gonna actually read out some of the comments that people actually made under the star post. So one of them is, with all that you are going through, look at what and who you wish for. Damn, this crazy world I'm living in. Before you turn to God, maybe that's why you are not healed. Some of us put God on the back burner and only seek Him when it's suitable to us. Another one is saying, seek the Lord while He may be found. Call upon Him while He is near. God is a jealous God. As bad as it sounds, you might find yourself on the other side of life after that party. God has given you time to get your soul together. Another one is saying, everybody wish list is different. Maybe she is not a believer of God. Maybe she believes in God, but her knowledge of God is different. Either way, I pray she comes to an understanding that when you are in such state, what you need most is good salvation. Another one is saying she's asking for the wrong thing She need to give her life to the Lord and to touch the end of his garment. Another one here is saying, I read the last one out. Most people here saying she should seek Lord like they know what the woman want, and which we all supposed to know. She already give herself to good Lord. She just want a small wish. What is wrong with her small wish? Is just like anyone else. She just want a happy moment for a few hours. That's all. Because she already talked to God and I know he will answer her. What would you like to say basically to the people out there that, were saying all these unkind things? Just be, and all you are asking for is just one moment, just a moment in time.
I have no idea. I'm gonna be really honest with you. When the star contacted me and asked me, Morgan, did you read the comments? And I'm like, not really, because I've been handing out flyers in Lauderhill by myself. I'm disabled. I mean, Lauderhill Police Department gave me Crime Stoppers flyers and was just like, here, I have to go hand them out by myself. Well, okay. So I didn't get a chance to read the comments, but then when me and my better half started reading them, I was just like, wow. Um, if anybody knows me, they know that I'm here only by the grace of God. I wrote a whole book, 1974 Survivor Story.
Blessings and respect to Princess. Blessings to each and everyone that's here. Blessings, respect. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, and I have some people here on my Facebook. Nicola, Blessings, Orel, Blessings, Tyra, Dwight, and Donald. I'm being interviewed from London. I'm got featured in a Star, and oh, hold on, let me show them because I'm on. I don't want them to think like, what is she talking? What's she talking about? So I featured in a Star, and I want to really go to Cartel's show, and people wrote some very very nasty comments about I need to go and seek God. I'm so confused. How does it, what went wrong there? Like somebody started that and then they just started piggybacking off of it and then talking for me. So I'm in long-term care and I have multiple health issues. Multiple. I have thyroid, I'm a cancer survivor, multiple. And I just want one night just to sit down and enjoy the show, especially because the man just came out of prison for 13 years and is doing wonderful. Just got engaged and rekindled back with his family. No matter what, blood is always thicker than water, and family at the end of the day is all we have. I mean, what's wrong with that? I don't understand where all this God and God is coming from. My mother, um, who raised me in the Episcopal Church, St. Thomas Episcopal Church on Bushwick and Cooper in Brooklyn, um, went to church. I've been in cotillions. I'm just not understanding what's going on. So I don't pay it any mind. Thank you, those who said they wish me dead because you read that. Suppose I die at the concert. I mean, I can't stop death. I'm a human. I bleed red blood. I don't know how to answer that. I mean, how do you answer somebody that says you're gonna die at the concert? Like I don't know. I don't know. Does
All
it
right.
deserve?
So what I want to recap basically, for those who just joining here. So we have on stage with us, on here with Street Vibes and Friends, we are actually talking to Ingrid Morgan, and that is the lady that was featured in the Jamaica Star. She reached out to Street Vibes. I don't know how she come across Street Vibes, but she
God.
come across, and I got an inbox message from her. And basically, when I hear her story, I actually had to actually just give it this night. As I said to her, we don't really speak about stuff like this over here, but I'm gonna give her the platform for her to say her story. This lady has been through so much, so much. Let me see if we can recap because it's so much. Let me see how good my memory is. So basically, she was forced to go out on the street. Yeah. Um, she had cancer diagnosed 3 times. Am I right? Three
Yeah,
times? Okay. She has got a disc in her back. Yeah. She has got what's wrong with your neck again? What you said? What's wrong with your neck?
cervical stenosis of the neck. Cervical
Okay.
of the neck. Basically a tear in my neck.
Yeah. So basically, a tear in her neck. Um,
To
she
where
use a wheelchair, now and then.
Mhm.
She's got issues with her eyes. Yeah, and you can see the wheelchair there. Her daughter, yeah, have her eyes basically, the
Blood.
vessels in her eyes sh was shattered. Her daughter recently got shot. She herself has got shot by
Hmm.
her ex-husband. Her living condition where she's living in terms of, cooking, simple basic facility like, basic things like a stove. Let me just put up this on the screen again, the stove on the screen. So basically, this basically is basically, her stove, right? This basically is her stove that she have. She needs help. Through all this, I'm saying, through all this that she has gone through and is still going through because she's still living at the moment. Through all this, she's just asking for help to just have one moment that she can dress up, look pretty, take away all what's going on in her personal life with her health issues and all what is going on, just to enjoy this one moment. I'm sure Miss Penny knows of God.
I didn't
Call
finish
on God.
my
Pray to God. Yeah, go on, go on.
my better half had a heart attack. What it was the 2 weeks after Neela got shot. So my better half had a heart attack. He's right there. 2 weeks after you just saw my daughter, she's shot.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
so she walks like that. So I don't know if you could have seen it. She walks like that. So what
And
happens
you're
is
saying now your partner
yeah,
now, he has a
better half had a heart attack 2 weeks. He couldn't take it, so his heart. So it's kind of hard for a man to take in all of what is going on in the home, right? Because he's the breadwinner of the home. So he's working literally. How many hours you work today, yesterday, and today? 48. He worked 48 hours this week. No, he worked 48 hours in 2 days.
oh,
So he's a security guard at Fort Lauderdale where the yachts, like where the yachts and stuff
yeah, yeah.
is, because my roof is leaking. I don't know if you can see it, but my roof is leaking, and then I'm living in mold. So my roof is leaking here
Oh,
where the yellow is, and then I'm living in mold. So all that's molded. So we called the AC people, and they said that it's gonna cost $2,000 for them to remove the mold and the coils. They said I'm not a man. I know nothing about this stuff. I'm just trying to remember what the man said because he was talking a lot. But he said the coils are beyond a 1 day. Like they have.
Because it's dirty
Mm.
and they need clean. The whole job costs $2,000.
Right. So every time we call somebody,
Take your time. Take your time. Take your time.
I'm still thirsty. So every time we call somebody, I have the receipt there. They keep charging us the charges, but they never fix the problem. So we're from Brooklyn. When we moved to Florida, is a night and day world. You can't find a handyman, and then when you do find somebody, they charge so much, and then they still don't fix the problem. So right now, we went through three handymen, and still the AC need to fix. The roof is still leaking. The stove still have a hole in it. So it's like, and then another thing for me, the wheelchair can't fit in the bathroom. So I keep falling. So I broke my foot. So I have to wear this. So
So
this,
broken foot added on to it.
yeah,
All right. So let me show them. I think I've got a video here of it.
of my
Let's
foot.
see.
I
Why?
said,
Mm, wow. I want to ask a question. I want to
you,
ask a question.
because I didn't, because
R2.
Facebook, but they can't really see because I would have to hold the phone in front of my face.
Okay, all right. Let me play it again. Let me play it again so they can see. Hold on one second. So I want to ask a question. I have a question that I want to ask. Um, does the state that you live, do they have due care and responsibility for their citizens?
Do they come again? Do they have what?
Do they have due care
What is?
for their citizen? I mean, this with the situation that you are going through.
You
I
mean like a
mean,
teacher?
no, like state care, like the state will have you some form of assistance, you know,
Oh, you mean like welfare?
welfare, yeah.
Oh no, I can't get that because I'm a retired school teacher. So what happens is I'm affiliated with it's called Teachers Retirement System out of New York. So what happens with me is because I moved to Florida, my disability and my pension got cut in half. So if I move back to New York now, I would have enough money to cover the expenses down here, but I wouldn't have enough money to survive in New York. Does it make
Oh.
sense to you?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah, so I go,
somebody on the live there maybe will understand, what you mean.
yeah, I'm on disability. So I moved, so I took a huge cut moving to Florida. So if
Hmm.
I leave now and go back to New York, I would get my full pension because I'm on disability, right? But the problem with that is I wouldn't be able to afford New York in 2024, pushing into 25.
Yeah, I understand the normal. So basically, you're saying that you will get your full benefit if you go back to New York. But
Correct.
the living expense is very expensive there. So that's why you have to move to where you at, Florida, right?
Correct. Because I
And they
moved to
cut it in half.
school. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I get it. I get it.
So what
Oh,
happens is I'm with a company. It's called like Medicaid, like you say, like welfare. I think like
yeah.
Humana, Medicaid.
Mhm.
I cannot get Medicare because I'm not 65. So what happened? 1 second. That's a very good question you asked because everybody asks me that. So that's why I have this. This is from Social Security. So I got denied. So the judge realized that I'm in long-term care, but the judge denied me based on my age.
So how they expect that you're supposed to survive?
I have no idea. I'm not even trying to be funny right now. I don't know. So that the judge said that he acknowledges that I'm in long-term care because I got 14 doctors and I had a TIA, had a stroke, long history, right? So because of my age, I'm only 50. So the judge denied me. So now my lawyer, my lawyer say he have to go and he have to, what's the word? They give you 60 days. They give you 60 days to file it again. So my lawyer said, this is ridiculous. By the time it goes for you to file again, go through all these doctors, it's going to be like 2027. God
All right, so
forbid.
somebody's saying here that I guess move back to New York and tough it out.
So the problem with me moving back to New York is why I moved here in the first place. I can't stand the snow, the cold. With my bones, I would die instantly. I wouldn't make it through a winter because New York, when we moved down here in 2017, it was like negative. It was like 10 degrees, but it felt like 2. So I don't know if the climate or what, I don't know. It did. My body could not sustain it. Like I couldn't go outside. My body would tense up. And then I had the C-section with my daughter. Then every time I'd be cramping over, like then my anemia and then the cancer. Oh my God, it was too much.
Mm.
Move somewhere where
And
it's warm.
then the stress at the expense again would be on your head, which is not good for your stress.
Yeah, because when I went back to New York, I got 2 parking tickets and it was 150 each. I forgot to move the
I
car
see.
from the side to the other side and they gave me $150 ticket. I couldn't wait to get back home. I was like, oh no. I can't do it in New York. No.
Okay, so they're saying there is a lot more help you can apply for in New York, housing, food, etc.
Right. So what happens is Section 8. So Section 8 in New York, you got to go on a long waiting list. That's 6-7 years if it's open. Then Puerto Rican Family Institute. That is if you're it's see it's not that easy, right? Because I come from New York and I'm a school teacher,
Mm,
so I'm an advocate. So all the resources, I'm the one that points my domestic violence survivors on where to go, what to do, and how to get it. But for me, it's totally different because it's gonna take longer. People think because I'm disabled, I get it quicker. No, absolutely not. No way. Because even for me to get my Medicaid down here, it had to go to Tallahassee about 6 times, and then I had to go in front of the judge so the judge could approve it because of my age. So it's not
wow.
that.
So 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 how do you survive then? Is it only that your partner's income? Is
So
it enough?
right. So right now, that's the heavy weight that's on him. So then I try to coupon, but what problem is, I get the coupons and then I try to like go to Walmart or Publix or and try to help myself, but then nobody's interested in buying shampoo, body wash. They want the stuff that I can't really get, which is Bath and Body. So I don't have any links with Bath and Body. So I really tried to sell my book, but nobody's reading anymore because everybody is just basically trying to make it. People down here in Florida is working 2, 3 jobs to survive. Uber Eats, DoorDash, they're doing a lot to pay their rent, pay their mortgage, pay their car note, pay their children gotta go to school. So it's not they don't have any money like set aside to buy my book or to buy the things that I have. So I just have to just keep trying every day, different outlets, different things to try to generate money back in. So my daughter was working, but then when she got shot, she lost her job at Pinky Tacos. Then they damaged out her car. She just got her car for her birthday, which was May 29th, because she's a Gemini. They damaged her car. We took the car to the Chevy by 441, and they said because there's nothing wrong with her transmission or nothing like that, they can't fix it. It's all cosmetic. So that right there is almost $4,000 to fix her Chevy Camaro or whatever, that car that she got. So it's a lot. Broward Health Coral Springs Hospital, I owe them $100,000 minimum. CT scan, this, that. Like, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop.
So
Every
another
day.
comment here is saying, I work in that system a bit with disability. It might not be quicker, as she said, but she would definitely go closer in the line. In line.
Hmm? Yeah,
A comment here,
if I knew when
yeah,
I move back to New York is not instant. You move back to New York, it takes 6 to 7 months for things to start getting back into. So people think you get on the plane, you get off at JFK, and then you go downtown to Skimmerhorn on Devon Street. You tell them, "Hey, I'm back in New York. Give me all the resources immediately." No, 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 no.
Your body can't handle it.
No, no, no. It goes through different channels. The same way you have to wait for a judge, you have to find a lawyer. They're gonna send you 3,000 denials. Is the same way in New York, because what happened now? You move back to New York, so then you got to get the driver's license, the Social Security. You gotta. It's not like that. It's nothing instant. So I can't live in New York right now because of the cold weather. My body can't sustain it. Yeah, my body can't take it.
all right. So there's a comment here, say, hi baby, love you. One. Yeah, Pat and Jenny, yeah, just sending their love.
Yeah, love you too.
Yeah.
Thank you for it.
You know,
Hope that
I'm gonna, yeah, go ahead.
I said I hope I get to Cartel show and get a
Yes,
break.
so I'm gonna try my best to tag whosoever I need to tag, and basically try my best to um get as close to cartel as I can. Um,
Oh,
I
money
must
Cash App. Yes, I do. My Cash App is money sign survivor
hold
7.
on, hold on 1 second. Let me, because I need to put it on the screen as well. So, um, 1 second before you say your cash app. Hold on 1 second. Um, hold on, hold on.
And people, don't forget, it's a $10,000 reward for the shooting at Lalo's. It happened Jamaica Independence Day, August the 7th.
All right,
Approximately.
Penny, I will put that up. Don't worry, I'll put that up. Let's do your cash app. Let's have your cash app on the screen.
So money sign
Money
survivor,
San.
money sign survivor 7D.
All right, do me a favor. Can you text it to me?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Yeah, man, text it to me. Text it to me, and I'll get it on the screen. And then in the meantime of that, I'm gonna put on screen here. So basically, that was what she was showing you guys. There's a reward offer for her daughter's shooting, which is a $10,000 um reward.
Yeah, it's that
Um, and
restaurant.
the reward is offered by Crime Stopper. Go ahead.
It's at Lalo's restaurant in Lauderhill. These things keep going. Lauderhill and 1400 North State Road 7, Lauderhill, Florida. They had initially had 5,000, but now they put it for 10,000. It's a man with 5'8", black, slim build, carrying an AK-47. he went to rob somebody in the parking lot and ran inside Lalo's restaurant. So that's what happened. It's on
All right.
WSV
What?
10.
One second, Penny. One second, Penny. One second. Did you send me the cash app? I want to put it on the screen.
Oh, let me do it right now. A second.
Yeah, yeah. So, people, we are actually talking to Ingrid Morgan or Penny Morgan. Um, she's the one basically that had put her story or had her story in the Star, saying that basically she wanted the opportunity. She wanted the opportunity and she needed help. She would love to just make it to Vybz Kartel show. That would mean a lot to her. She basically just wanted to just dress up and just enjoy that moment. This lady, I don't know nobody at all, or I've never heard of anybody at all that is going through so much.
I have to send it
I've
to you.
never.
I don't want to touch anything, and then because I don't know anything about this stuff, but I know it's money sign survivor 7D, but I'll send it to you if it's okay, because I
Yeah,
don't
if you can just send it to me,
yeah, keep
so I
touching
can
stuff.
put it on the screen. So whoever view the video, it will be running on the screen.
Yeah, but I don't know how to do it now, so I don't want to keep
All right,
touching it.
hold on one second. Hold on one second, because I want to get the correct spelling, the correct everything. Hold on one second. Let me just write it down. Yeah. So go ahead now. It's money,
Yeah, it's money sign survivor.
money son, SAN.
No, the money sign, like
Oh,
the
the money
money
sign. Okay, okay, money sign. Yeah,
SUR
money
VI
sign. SUR. Yeah,
VIVOR survivor.
VIVOR. So money.
Survivor.
So just the money sign. You're saying just the money sign, or is it money?
Just the money sign.
Okay, just the money sign. Survivor. Yeah,
The number 7
yeah.
and D, like dog. That's it.
Okay, lowercase or uppercase? Capital or common? Pardon me?
Lowercase.
Lowercase. All right, no problem. All right. So I'll put that on screen. Yeah, what were you saying now?
Hmm? No, I was just saying that Lauderhill, when the shooting happened, they took so long to help me, so I helped myself. So I went out there with my broken foot and my neck, and me and my better half, I made my own flyer. So I made my own flyer, and I spent my own disability money so that everybody else could be safe, because I didn't like that, because um they didn't want me to say anything because it was election. So I was told to hold off by one of the commissioners, um to not say anything because the man had an AK-47. So I told him that's not right, because human life versus election, what's going on? So I didn't listen to them. I went out and made my own flyer and I handed it out to the community. And every response was a positive response. They were telling me, oh my God, thank you so much, because a lot's been happening in Lauderhill, and the police obviously, they see the incident and they don't do anything. They ask the victim, if they need help. I mean, like if they have any clues, and they don't do anything. And I said, I see that. So even in the rain, I took my tape and put up the flyers all over Lauderhill. Um, it was very hard because of my foot and my neck, but I did it. And after the Tuesday, they called me and told me go to BSO in Fort Lauderdale. So I went, I met the lady, she was so nice. And then that's when they finally gave me this one. But after that, I asked them, so what's gonna happen to the case? And my daughter, she's really, really wanna know. And so far, they nothing. Nobody say nothing. So I just want everybody to be safe because the holidays are coming up. The man is still out there, and he has an AK-47 that he's driving around in his Mercedes Benz sedan. So the reason why how we know that because it's on the police report. One of the security guards saw him, did not apprehend him because he had an AK-47, and just let him do whatever he want, and that was it. I mean, I'm just so thankful that there was no fatality that night. But 2 months ago, a man did die at the same location.
Okay,
29.
so somebody, oh sorry, so somebody here has commented, Penny, and saying, I give you my number. Would you call? I'm in minister. Do you know minister? Oh, I'm a minister.
Of course,
Okay, okay.
of
So I
course.
don't know how maybe they check your inbox. So maybe that person um had reach out to you. So maybe when the show done, they can send you the number, or if not, you can reach out to me and I maybe can give contact, or you can inbox her. Her Facebook page is Penny Morgan. Yeah. Can you check on the screen, Ingrid, if that's the cash app? Is it on that's the cash app on the screen?
How do you do that?
No, just look on the screen. Just look on the screen. Just look. It's running across the screen.
Is that the
Look at the
D
bottom of the screen. Huh?
Money Sign Survivor
7B.
7D like dog?
Ah, 7D. All right. So, my bad about that. You said D. All right, not B. All right. So let me change
So
that.
it's Money
So
Sign.
people, the
You
the cash
yeah.
app, the cash app, the cash app is money sign survivor 7D.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's the cash app. All right. So yeah, so people, I mean, that's Penny's story. Um, I just want to say that, this is a lesson.
And I
Never
forgot,
too quick to judge.
my daughter in New York has
Yeah.
breast. I think I
Go
showed you
ahead.
her. My daughter in New York has breast cancer. She lost her breast.
Let's see.
Picture. You didn't get it? My father has
Um,
my father has colon cancer, and my brother got colon cancer too, and my mother died of leukemia.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
So not only
wow.
me go to Vybz Kartel show. To be honest with you, everybody want to go. So I don't know how that's gonna work out, but at least they'll be happy
The
if
whole
I'm.
family need a trip. Listen, me. Vybz Kartel need to send about 20 tickets.
The what
Yeah.
man got there?
Yeah. Vybz Kartel need to send about 20 tickets. Yes. Yes. So,
See you
Miss
coming?
Morgan, yeah, I wanna thank you so much for being here. And as I said to you, I'm gonna tag and take clips from this. I'm gonna try my very endeavor best to do what I can from my end. So that's your daughter there?
That's my daughter. She lost her hair. Yeah.
Wow. All right, let me just big it up on the screen. 1 second. Let me just put it up on the screen. Big it up on the screen. So, yeah. Wow. 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 She's beautiful though.
Thank
Beautiful
you.
like mommy. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So after my third grandson, after my third grandchild, um, she said, "Mommy, something is not right." And I said, "What happened now?" Because every time my kids think, I say, "What happened now?" And then she say, her breast. And then I said, "Go to the doctor." And then when she went, they say, yes, she has diagnosed with cancer for the breast. And then she lost it. And she said she wanted to do carnival. And I said, "You want to do what?" Like jump up and down carnival. And she said, yeah, that's what she want to do. So she she came down here for Miami Carnival. And she
So
did.
one your daughter got shot and
Yeah,
one has breast cancer.
yeah, that diamond. Because cancer run in our family. So my mother died from leukemia. So my father now in New York, my father's alive. He has colon cancer.
You ever think to yourself, say, boy, you got you too much?
No, because that why I write my story, because my story is never ending, and I know one day that people are gonna understand where I'm coming from, because people see me and they say, "Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful," and that's it. That's not it. Don't judge a book by its cover. That's not it. Because if you open my book and you read my book, you're gonna understand a little bit of my struggle, a little bit. So that
People, never too quick for judge. Never too quick for judge. That
yeah,
is Penny Morgan, Ingrid Morgan. That is her book. Let me just bring it up on the screen. And the name of the book is
1974.
19, 1974. Yeah,
A survival story.
survival story. This is a survival story. Real
Yeah,
ghetto story.
that's
Hey.
my business side. See,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
so that's what I told
Yep.
you. I could go from dancing in a club, in a nightclub, to working on Wall Street.
What a story. Yeah, man. So we are gonna keep in touch, Penny. We are going to keep definitely going to keep in touch. And I want to thank you so much for you know, reaching out to me. I mean, you have inspired me. Um, I really felt a little bit down today because of something that happened. And I mean, sitting here and hearing your story, you know, I shouldn't be worried about that.
No,
The
you shouldn't
truth
be
is,
worried.
I really shouldn't be worried about
No,
that,
because you could go through worse than what you went through today.
because exactly, exactly.
Look who's
So
president.
you have not only inspired me, but you have inspired a lot, a lot. And I know this video is going to go far, right? And I just want to say to you, chin up. You have just met a new friend. Yes, join the family over here. You know, join the family over here. We are
I'm
here every Friday night and Saturday night. Ah, what did you say?
I'm dying to come to London.
Yeah, man. Just join the family over here and we'll be here. So, as I said, I want to thank you. We'll definitely keep in touch. And yeah, I'm gonna be posting your stuff. I'm gonna be taking clippings and stuff like that. Hopefully it reach Vybz Kartel and hopefully you get your story to um, you know, get your wish to go on the Vybz Kartel show. And also, I want to just say to people out there, people, listen me. When you see sometimes some people put out them story, don't quick to judge people. You never know what they are going through. And maybe the wish that they're asking for, that just just a couple hours. Because after the couple hours, they're going back to their normal life. But that couple hours can mean a lot to them. So we're not just for quick for judge because we're on social media. Yeah. And I just want to leave that out there.
Oh, you know what I want
Ingrid, I
to
salute you.
hold on, but I have to work with two phone. I want to show y'all. I want to show you something before you leave, because I think it's important, because they think
Oh,
America
sure.
is this rich place and no poverty, and is it like you have a big money tree in the backyard or something. So those are my lovebirds, right? But I want to show you something because I'm in the wheelchair. It's taking me a minute. So
Yeah, man,
this is
take your time, man. Take your time. Take your time.
the
Take your time.
stove that you saw a while ago, and you said, but nothing is
Mm-hmm.
wrong with the stove, right? That what you just said, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's it. See?
Wow. So
So
people,
every time I yeah,
you can see that she's not lying.
yeah.
She's telling the
So
truth. It's there. The front of the
every
stove look
time I
clean and look brand
stove
new.
on, it,
But look at the side.
yeah, yeah. Every time I turn the stove off, I
So
get
every
dizzy.
time basically she might turn the stove on, the burning of the rust, the burning of the rust,
Hmm.
the burning of the rust smell. So basically, she have to
Yeah, and then
be going through
what
that.
they did, they came in my house. The people come in my house because they said I'm not elderly, but they say what do people them call? I don't know. The people would say like it's dangerous. They came to my
Yeah,
house
yeah,
and
yeah.
hold on one second, and they put this. You can see it.
Yeah, carbon monoxide or carbon monoxide,
Yeah, because I
yeah,
told them I feel dizzy every time.
alarm. Yeah.
Every time I turn on the stove, I feel like very weak, and sometimes my nose start bleeding. Like right now, for no reason, my nose is gonna get real red, and then I do like that, the blood is gonna come out. So
Give me a second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Me can't ignore this. So this person here that is on the live, I mean, I know I've said about number, but I don't think you are here. I don't think you are here for the right purpose, right? I mean, come on. The lady is here sharing her story, and it's like you're there, yeah, look somebody. I'm not sure. What do you mean by I'm your boy? Your boy for what? Where's the sympathy? I mean, there's a time and place for everything. All the time, sometimes we talk about uno on social media. Uno man, uno desperate man. Come on, man. Come on, brethren. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's just have some decorum inside here, man.
yeah, true. Cause
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, Penny.
sometime, yeah, but they came into my house, and that's why I know we in our last days, because they came to my house and they asked me what's wrong, and I tell them what's wrong, and the man said, "Okay, well, we can't do nothing about that stove because that stove just don't use it." I said, "That's it."
So,
He
what
said, "Yeah, that's it." And then he put that um because he said the
the
common,
alarm, the common, yeah.
yeah, he said because when he looked at the stove, he said, "Oh my God, you need a new stove ASAP." And I said, he said, "How long that you been like that?" And I said, 3 months. So he said, "What you eat?" And I said, "I don't eat." And he said, "What?" And I said, "Because I can't, every time I light that stove, I feel like I'm passing out." So that they come and put that, and that's it. So that's what America do for me. That's what they do.
Wow.
They,
I mean, at one point, I'm actually wondering if you're sure you're living in the big apple, the big first world country, America.
that's the
Because, I mean, how can you be living with all these health issues, these conditions, and I mean, and you're an American citizen, right?
yeah, I think so. If Trump is on the
Yeah,
live, yes, yes, yes.
yeah, I know that, because I don't want him to come here,
If Trump is on the live, yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
want
I
to
don't
my man.
understand how you're living there like that. That's a
That's a medicine
medication.
cabinet.
Wow, wow.
That's nothing. So the doctor tried everything with me on earth. Everything. And then my stomach start acting up. So I'm in pain all the time. So then they give me more medication.
Hmm.
So
Wow.
yeah. So I have every medication known to man. I don't think there's a medication that has not been prescribed to me. And if
Hmm.
it hasn't, they make it yet. Because
Well, I also want to say, I also want to say a big salute to your partner, Yeah, big salute to your partner.
D,
Yeah,
he said big
yeah.
salute.
Big salute to to your partner, I just want to say to him that hold firm, look after your lady, and don't just stay strong.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Such an inspiring, touching story. Yeah.
So
So,
this is how we survive. So my husband, he worked. How many hours you work? You say 48 hours in 2 days. So he, because the stove is not working. So me and my daughter don't starve. So I don't eat no more because it's so hard. Because I lost my thing. It's my brain. You see, when you have a stroke, your brain go. You know. Mm.
take it
Give me
easy.
a minute.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Take it
So
easy. Take it
what
easy.
happened is I wait too long to eat. So by the time my husband come now, he haven't been home in 2 days. So he come home now and he bring the whole Golden Crust to my house, right? And shout out to the people of
Mm.
Golden Crust because they know our story and they feel so bad for us. And they say, how's your wife? How's she doing? You know, we praying for her and we praying for your daughter. So I don't know if you saw my daughter. She don't want to come out her room. So she come out her room and then she go right back in because she doesn't
No, man.
want
Yeah, man. Give her that privacy, man. Don't worry. Give her
to.
that privacy. It's fine. Yeah.
So he bring, I don't even know what he bring because I've been on the live with you. So he bring, I don't know what this is. What is this? What's that? What's that? I don't know. Shrimp.
Chicken.
Oh.
Sure. Okay.
So what is this? Rock cake. I'm trying to look
What?
sexy. I'm telling you over there. This is butter and cheese. What? Boy, play with me. What? That's all you bring? Cocoa bread? I need a new husband.
No, 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 you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're getting a little bit spoiled tonight. You're getting a
Yeah,
little bit
but
spoiled tonight.
huh? He said, "Hey, he don't care. How long we've been married? Like what? 10 years? Yeah, about that. About 20.
Keep the fire blazing. Keep the fire blazing.
That
Trust me.
that that fire been out of a long time.
What do you mean the fire out? Listen to me. The man,
I'm a
listen to me.
grandma.
Keep
We
that
never
fire
catch,
blazing. I'm
huh?
telling you. Keep that fire blazing. You
But
know?
he said he wanted a cartel because he said he got he clocks ready, his white clocks. He laughing at you, huh?
No, man. Me laugh with him, man. Not laugh at him.
He
Yeah.
said he got
So,
his we have his white clocks. He got his white clocks ready. I said, you, what you gonna do there? He said he gonna listen to the music and look at the nice women.
yeah.
I said, oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes that makes, because he's not a Jamaican. He's from Barbados.
Okay, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay. You know what? I really commend your spirit, despite of everything. You have
yeah.
got a positive attitude, and you're such an entertaining person. You know, it's like you can't be sad around you. The vibes, you have a lot of vibes.
It make no
Yeah,
sense to be sad. For what? I listen. I like to listen to people. I simplify my life. I tell you that already. If I don't
yeah.
have, I haven't eaten in 3 months. That made me stronger. You want to know why? It made me appreciate a stove. I would never look at a stove the way, like, when I get a stove now, I'm gonna make sure and cook every day, every second, every minute until they tired. Until they're gonna say, "Oh my God, mommy, can you stop cooking?" Like COVID, they were tired of me cooking. I never thought I would hear that. When COVID hit, they say, "I am tired of eating home cooked food." Yeah, I appreciate
I,
a
I
stove.
would, I would, I would sit here and listen to you all night.
I appreciate a stove. Think about it. If you didn't have a stove for 3 months and you couldn't cook a home cooked meal for 3 months, what would you eat?
True,
Outside
true,
food.
true, true.
Outside food, baby. Every day. Outside food. You eat outside food from where? Golden Crust. So Golden Crust, you eat outside food every day. Because the reason why we keep going to Golden Crust because they know I don't have a stove, I don't have the money. So when I go to Golden Crust, they take so good care of me. You understand? There's so much nice
So we are
people.
say we are say big up Golden Cross.
We
Yeah.
go
Salute, big up, salute, maximum respect, and we are big up Golden Cross. Yes. Yes.
shrimp
Yes.
with plantain. Look,
Yes.
the peas. Look, I'm showing you. Look, you see?
Yeah, man, I see what happened, man. I see what happened, but I'm just running Golden Cross. I'm just running that across the screen so
And
they
then
can
this
actually see that and they
the fish
continue to look after you.
chicken,
What?
salmon.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That's for my daughter. So they know everybody in the family more like what they like. Like my husband, he like cow foot. I cannot
Mm-hmm.
stand that. Get that away from me. I don't eat red meat. I do not eat red meat. I stopped eating red meat years ago. But my daughter, she's like fish, anything salmon, anything like that. But me, I like sometimes I like the shrimp. So they make it for like 6 people. You understand? But lately I have not have an appetite to eat. So I just drink my water, drink my tea, and pray. D, what time I get up in the morning to pray? 4:30 every morning.
You know what? He's not lying because you remember me have a conversation and you tell me that you wake up that early to pray. I was actually listening for his answer. So he's not lying. You're not lying.
Yeah, so when I got
Yeah.
shot, I turned over my life to God because I was tired of being beat up. So they beat me up and then they threw me in the wall and I got raped and then he stabbed me, he shot me, and then they locked me in the house and they told me nobody want me. I'm big and fat. And, he took down to me. He told me I have no sense. I'm a backward Jamaican. I would never be nothing in life. I won't have no friend. I won't have no family. I won't have no kids. I won't have nothing. That's how my first husband talked to me, you know?
Wow.
And I believe him because after a while, I see like my friends shying away, but I didn't realize it was because of him, not me. So everything I did, I thought I was the problem. I thought I was the problem, but it was him was the problem. But because he had money, he bought his way through everybody, my friends, my family, everything. But you have to read my
Mm-hmm.
book and see what happened to him. After
Okay.
he
All
shot
right.
me, right, after he shot me, the following
Mm-hmm.
year, something happened to him.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So
Yeah.
people, if you don't want to hear what happened, read our book. Where can they get the book? Where's the book for sale?
So my book is available in every library in the state. So it's on Hoopla. I'm not sure if it's in London, but I'm gonna check it out tomorrow. It's on Amazon. If you order my book today, you get it by tomorrow. I've never seen a company like that in my life. Mwah! Shout out to Amazon. Barnes and Nobles, my book is in the stores in Barnes and Nobles. Every Barnes and Nobles in the state, not Sunrise. Where else? Books a Million in Sawgrass. Because we live in Florida, I don't know. But I have to check for London and see because that's very important too. Because I want my books in the colleges because I want them to do a case study or like a lesson plan on my book. I think it's important.
I'm gonna check it out on Amazon. If I see, but if it's on Amazon, I think maybe we can get it here as well.
Amazon.
So
So my book rating on Amazon is a 4.1 out of a 5.
yeah, okay,
Yeah,
that's good. Congratulations. Yes,
thank you.
yes,
It took
yes, yes.
years to write my
So,
book. Yeah, and
is it okay? Go ahead. Go ahead.
it took me 20 years to write my book.
Yeah. Wow.
And it came out in 2020 in the midst of
I
COVID.
can just imagine. I can just imagine this inspired. It must inspire a lot. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure a lot of people here, after hearing her story,
we're gonna stop mumble about certain things, and
Yeah,
just
either, but I
yeah,
don't
just
understand
yeah.
people. Like I don't live my life for people, so it doesn't bother me. Because the star asked me that. They called me to ask me. They said, if it bother you, do you how you feel? And I said, I feel fine. I took my medication and I put my patch like I'm 100 years old. My medicated patch. I say my prayers. I pray over my child. I feel fine. How you feel? And she started laughing. She said, "Was like what?" She started laughing.
So
She's like, "It don't phase you." I don't care what people say about me. For
yeah,
what reason?
that's the way to go about it. So let me
Yeah,
ask you a question. I mean, what advice would you give to, you know, people that will be viewing this video now, basically in their personal lives?
my advice to you is listen to your heart.
Hmm.
Are you listening to your heart? Listen to your heart because your mind will play tricks on you. So listen to your heart. So your heart, you have to do what makes you feel good. Live the life that you want to live. Live it now. Not say, oh, 2027, I want to take this cruise. No, 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 no. Stop. Cut it out. No way. Because tomorrow's not promised to
Live it
anybody.
now.
Right now. So if you want to go to Vybz Kartel Freedom Street, book a ticket right now and stay focused. That's what you want to do. Go and work towards it. If the ticket is $200, put down $25 a week. You will make it. Because at the end of the day, when you go to that concert, you sit down and you enjoy it. Your next door neighbor is going to be watching you take your suitcase to the airport and bring it back to your house. And that next door neighbor is going to be in the same spot doing the same thing year after year.
Watching
So
you.
watching you, watching you.
I hear you.
So
I hear
that
you.
is why I want to meet Cartel because he's living his life. Whether you like it or not, I don't think anybody realizes that. That man was locked up for 13 years. Do you know what prison is? It's like not even a 4x6. I was locked up in jail for 2-3 days and it felt like 3 years. I wanted to get out of there. Like it's not a place, it's nothing nice to talk about at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
You gotta use the bathroom and then you're in this thing with all these people. Like, it's nothing to talk about. It's not nothing to glorify. Say, oh, I was in jail. No,
Yeah.
absolutely not. People who were in jail say you don't want to go there. That's the first thing that comes out their mouth. That's an experience you don't want to go through. I'm telling you right
100%. 100%.
now.
All right,
100%.
so Ingrid, this is where we're gonna leave it tonight. As I said, I want to thank you so much, and I just want to say, chin up,
Ooh,
keep positive. I mean, you're looking amazing for,
you-
all what you're going through. You look so amazing.
I
So
think
keep
my
it up,
aloe vera, the plant.
aloe vera. So
I
people, yeah, the aloe vera plant, good.
I bathe with lemon. You know the lemon?
Yeah,
Yeah. Cut it in half, squeeze it in a rag, and wash my skin with it. See?
yeah.
Because when I had the cancer, my skin was flaky, it was falling off. So I had to find ways to bring back the nourishment inside of it. I use raw coconut oil.
All right, see you there. Yeah, man. So I say go. So I salute you,
Thank you.
Ingrid, and we'll keep in touch. All right,
And I want to
all
meet
right.
too. Girl, I want to meet Queenie.
All right, no problem. Yeah, man. She go see everything, man. She go see everything. All right. All right. So blessings and respect.
All
All
right,
right.
take
Thanks for
care.
being here. All right. Thanks for being here. All right. So people, honors and respect. Um, tonight, tonight we spoke to Ingrid. We spoke to Ingrid Morgan, basically the lady that had asked
I was requesting some assistance to go to the Vybz Kartel show, or basically some assistance in any way, shape, or form. You know, this lady has been through so much, and basically, she is just here to, to share her story. You know, it was a lot taking, and what I personally actually learned from this is that me personally, I ain't worried about anything because there's people out there that is going through a lot worse, and we should all just appreciate life. Yeah, but that is maybe no matter what we are going through, as long as we have life, we have everything. So I'm gonna ask you guys please to just click out the live, click share, click the like button, and then you can click back in so it can reach places. Let's share this live. Even if Ingrid don't get to go to the Vybz Kartel show, which I do want her to get through to go, at least maybe somebody can help. Somebody can offer her some help or the other. She definitely, definitely, definitely need the help. Yeah. So, I saw you go. Um, my sister Karen here is saying that, Lord, if I ever complain, please remind me that life is worth living. So on that note, and my sister Karen's note, this is where we are going to leave it tonight. Please join us here tomorrow night where we will be discussing Mr. CMR story. Yes, we'll be discussing the Carter family. So join us here tomorrow night, 10:30 UK time, PM UK time, 5:30 p.m. Jamaica time. This is what we are going to discuss tomorrow night. All the best out there to all you guys, and Ingrid. I wish and hope that your wishes come true in every way, shape, and form. Right? Blessings to you and your family. On this note, we are going to say adios, amigos. Street Vibes family. Blessings and respect. Street Vibes. Oh.
You know, Shoot to the Flex representing for Street Vibe. You know, Shoot to the Flex representing for Street Vibe.
Like, share, and subscribe. This is Benita, the baddest. Be careful who you choose, friend. No for them a come, but them a false pretender. Nothing na go on, to see them. Them only come around in a giant splendor. Street Vibes. I'm out. Like, share, and subscribe. This is Benita, the baddest. Be careful who you